We are here. Got some special guests. Let's talk battle rap. Whoa, my bad. Introduce yourselves. Introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
This is France. Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast, the Battle Rap Podcast of New York.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
With my team.
Bad Money, also know me from 2017 Champion of the Year panel.
Okay.
Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast.
Nice. Vlad, a.k.a. Program V, for Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast. Sakbase.
Oh, okay.
Shake my hand for having us on the platform. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I want to check my
Thank
hand.
you, sir.
I see what y'all doing. Nice things out here. But we here for a reason, obviously. Gnome 8, Smack URL, Charlie Clips versus Brizz Rawsteen in Houston. What's your initial thoughts on the battle? Talk to me.
When the battle first was announced, we were kind of just like, oh, damn, I got to see Clips again. Because it was that bad just because of the Av battle. We weren't really too pleased from the Av battle. And Brizz had a little bit of a downcline of his year, right? Like, he had the old rap battle. We weren't too pleased with it. But honestly, the battle's not as bad as people make it out to be.
Definitely.
Second time around.
Yeah,
it's not as bad.
That's what I think off rip. Like, it was a pretty good battle. And Clips gave a lot of effort.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised about. Clips really, he brought it at this battle. Like, watching it over again, I was like, Clips was this fire in the first round? I was like, Clips was this fire in the first round?
Right.
Like, wow. Because I'm going to keep it real with you, because I watched the whole pay-per-view and all that. But when it came down to that battle, that was the one I saw like the first round, and then after that, I was like, oh, I'll catch up to it. Didn't catch up to it till it dropped now, and I was like, I'm not mad at this, man. I was not mad at Charlie.
Definitely. I feel like as much as people try to act like crowds don't matter in battles, some battles, like, depending on where the location is, the crowd, you know what I mean, can hinder the battle from being as good as it could possibly be out there. And this is one of those battles where that was the scenario. So, I mean, it definitely was a lot better on cam. I did not like this battle on the pay-per-view.
I didn't like the battle on paper. Like, when it was first announced, I'm like, damn, there's so many other better style matches for Brizz out there.
Yeah.
But it seemed like Brizz didn't want to take those oppositions, you know what I mean? Like, we've seen him argue with Mike P. Mike P's calling him out. That's a better grudge match, so I'm confused why Clips is still there.
Right.
But I will say this, I've noticed there's a trend with Charlie Clips. When he talks to his grandma, that's when every time he's at the first round,
it come up some grandma bars, you know he's coming with it.
But I want to say this about the crowd. I think the crowd, I like the crowd because they advertise the rough environment. You can't have URL advertised we're the grittiest environment, the hardest stage to compete on and like that. So the crowd can come in and be however they want.
I mean, the crowd was fair. The crowd was fair. I think just if that battle would have took place in a different environment, the crowd was fair all night. You know what I mean? It was a good crowd, you know, during the whole pay-per-view or whatnot. But for this particular battle, I think if it would have been put in a different setting, then it could have, you know what I mean, been a better battle.
So you're saying it's a Smack Volume series or
Smack
New York?
Volume, Born Legacy.
The thing is that
smaller stage.
The Houston crowd, like, they didn't give you opportunities to, like, get into your rhythm. And Brizz has the opportunity where, like, when he's rapping, he goes 6, 8, 10 bars straight.
Right.
Flipping the word, and then you appreciate it as it continues to compound. And that Houston crowd, if they didn't like something, oh, boo. But they'll give you the chance to come back.
Yeah.
They'll give you the chance.
Yeah. All right, let's get into, I mean, I see everybody noted up, so let's get into I'm going to let y'all get at this one. First round, I think Brizz goes first.
Yeah.
What happens? Talk to me. Walk me through it.
Man, I could start off with when I thought he took a little bit long in the first round, but they were patient with him. And then he really got in tune with the crowd. And I love that every single battle rapper out there said, you know what, I'm going to bring something Houston related. Yeah. So he did the chopped and screwed. And the
crowd went crazy.
Yeah. Chop your shit. Chop. And they loved it. And after that, they were like, okay, now we're engaged. You do something that we love. And then for the most part, Brizz had his energy up there. And I did like that he mentioned to Charlie, he was like, towards the end of the round, he said, I came smoking. I don't want that Clips that came joking. I want that Clips that came focused. 2 rounds, I can't do nothing with Clips that ain't loaded. Yeah. And I appreciate that because he's kind of just like, yo, I know you had a bad performance. People are not happy to see you. People aren't happy about the style matchup. Don't come to play with me. Bring me a great match. Because Clips has like a power sometimes where like when he's not good, somehow his opponent also does worse.
Okay. It usually works. It didn't work versus Romnitty though. I'll tell you that.
Right.
It didn't work versus Romnitty.
Right.
Clips also, Brizz also had came for the big bread like Texas Toast. It's like Hazy Vegan when Born Legacy weekend he was ordering steak and shrimp. It was me, T-Top, Tay-Rock, Brand, and Clips. He had a major dish. The plate was biggest. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna pay for this?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So he starts off. I mean, but He wasn't necessarily as like energetic as Brizz typically is.
Okay.
You know what we know Brizz to be, but he still had a solid, you know what I mean, round. But in the words of Jazz the Rapper, solid rounds can be beat.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think for me with Brizz, like Brizz will say things that you may have heard before, like general battle rap bars, but the way he delivers it will be so ill. Like when he goes to where is this? Y'all gonna see the steam, deleting clips. That's what I mean. I'll be cutting clips like I'm editing footage. Speaking of footage, I'll have clips bleeding everywhere before it drop. Now we leaking the footage. So it's like, you know, you got the footage stuff, clips, leaks and all that, but when he drives them home with that energy that he brings, it's
sounds
like,
so much better.
Yeah, sounds so much better, man. He was going in the first round. He was doing his thing.
He had some lines that got slept on. The My White Boy Leave Your Brains on Paul Wall. Run Down, Have Him Running from the Pound Like a Lost Dog. That was hard.
What did y'all think about the whole rapper scheme, the Houston rapper scheme? Like when he kicked it? Because for me, I'm like, it's like I could see them coming a mile away, but the Houston crowd was just eating it up. You know what I mean?
I mean, it definitely was
just eating it up.
Because
he's definitely paying into the crowd. I mean, it could have been more intricate if I got a nitpick here. Yeah, it's simple. Paul, like, right? Could have been a little bit deeper.
He could have used some different Houston rappers. You know what I mean? To kind of surprise the crowd because I spent a portion of my life in Texas. You understand what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
Without going too deep, I spent 7 years of my childhood in Texas. I'm from Philadelphia, and I graduated from Philadelphia, Benjamin Franklin High School. But yeah, like it's so many different Texas rappers that he could have used. You know, without sounding generic or whatever, he just used the most identifiable Texas rappers. You know, at the time. So he could have did a little bit more research and made that a little bit more interesting. But it still was a good rap.
Yeah, I think in the building I didn't appreciate that much, but watching it back, you know, without the crowd influence in a sense, Brizz had a dope first round. So let's talk about the Clips first round.
Do it.
I feel like this is the deciding factor. If you break down the battle like I break down the battle, the third is away to you, the second is away to you. So we're kind of deciding the winner in the first round. So.
I love right here where he just opened up with his grandma. And you had to think to yourself, this is the first time in Houston, right? So you have to bring some marquee names. So you bring a Charlie Clips. Everybody loves Charlie Clips. And he goes out there and everybody's like, bring out the grandma. This is what we know you for, right? And he says it right here. When he starts talking about his grandma, she said, well, baby, do everybody a favor. If you're not going hard no more, it don't make sense to have battles. And he literally is addressing, okay, you know what? I know my performance wasn't bad. Like, there's some battle rappers that'll hide behind a bad performance. Like, oh, wait till it drops on cam. It'll look good. They'll pick out bars. And the fans will still appreciate it for what it is. But a battle rapper that can admit a performance wasn't great and comes back to give 100%, I appreciate that. He lets the crowd know that, and the crowd starts...
He pulled the Eminem kamikaze.
Yeah.
He was like, this guy didn't want my gas out. I'm coming back. What's up, Grandma?
Then it gets intense where he's like, so what do you want me to do, Grandma? She said, I want you to walk on the stage and look at the snake eyes like a math battle. Dope. Keeps it going. Show him I'm official with the big head like one of the jazz battles. Hit his whip, make his car flip like his last battle. Because they're going to find him on the freeway with no beat like one of Cavs battles.
Crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Fire. Then he also had that Rockets game where he combined the Houston Rockets from like back in the day from '98 with the Houston Rockets now. You know what I mean? The way he blended that in, that was dope to me.
Yeah, I thought because compared his Houston Rockets scheme to the Loso scheme, I thought Clips took his up another notch. So it's like, all right, you shouting out Loso, so now I'm like, you better top this, Clips. You know, like so, and he really came through with that scheme. I thought that was fire. I loved when he got on Houston, oh, I'm on my ish. Oh, I'm smelling it, inhaling it. Mac, Ruger, 9 pumps, all that. Keenan and Callan it. Yeah. You know, like he took the time to say, you know what, people kind of getting jaded by I got 2 straps, one this, one that. One. So it's like, it's the same thing, but the flow with the inhaling, and then he comes with that, all that. I love the way he delivered that one. I love the way he brought that.
And you came at T-Top a little bit.
Yeah.
You live the rest of your life without Top. Maybe you celibate. You know what I mean?
It played out so great because T-Top was standing right there.
Yeah, he looked lost when he did it. He's like, he missed it.
And it's Clips battle Top, so he kind of like knows little lines that'll get Top to react.
Exactly.
So when Top reacts to a line, like, it almost caters to Clips' line that he's throwing at Top.
It makes the line hit harder.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Let's ask the hard question now. Like I said, we're deciding the battle in the first round. Who won the first round and why? I need to hear.
Clips can see about the strike. and he got that new AK, and it clapped more than a little black girl that's about to fight. He took that. When he did that, he won the first round to me. That took it, I mean.
That kind of nailed it, right? Yeah. Like, even Brizz appreciated that line. Like, he started clapping with it. He was like, that line.
Yeah, I had Clips winning the first round. I thought he had the higher highlights.
Okay.
And I just thought, and also, I don't know, maybe I wasn't expecting that hardcore Clips to come out, because Clips, he was on it.
Yeah.
Like, he was on it. He had the aggression. It wasn't any freestyles, nothing. It seemed like he spit writtens from beginning to end in this round. And I'm like, I like that, Clips. I like when you do that. And the highlights was just too much. He brought it over the top for me.
It's interesting because it's like, we're so hard on the battle rapper sometimes. He had a bad performance against Av. But also the elements got to contribute too. Like, that, there was 200 degrees in there.
Right.
It was a bad environment. And in the year prior, 2017, Clips was having a good 2017. He had a good, like, 7 battles in a row, and he had one bad battle, and we're ready to turn on him.
Now it is, man.
It's battle rap.
Now it is.
You know,
Yo,
this
is good.
is ask performance.
I really, for me personally, the Clint Capella line kind of took it over the top for me. I really liked it.
Oh, the acapella?
If Clint fall, Chris Paul, because the handle gonna drop whoever. Nana and Clint, that's 2 big rockets, control the block together.
Yep.
If I put Clint in the center, then everything go acapella.
Yeah. Oh, man.
For me, that was, I was like, wow, okay, that you might start taking it, because I really like the Houston scheme where he brought the old players and the current roster. But some of it was a little drawn out, like the Dream Shake line. We saw it coming a mile away.
I love that line.
No, I mean,
I love that line.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I mean, when he said mean 8, I said,
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming.
It didn't matter though. It's like, soon as if it lands, man. And that joint landed for me personally.
right.
Man.
So we're all on accord to Clips kick in the first round?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with
Wow.
He had a rocket, but it fell off harder than Steve
It seemed
Francis.
close at watching it again, but I'm with Clips also. He was far more consistent, had the harder hitting lines for me. I didn't change my score from being in the building. I had it clear, Clips in the building, and I'm watching it again. Even though it's close, I still got Clips.
Yeah.
I think you just appreciate it more with the replay value.
Absolutely.
Because the effort was there from both guys.
Absolutely.
So let's kind of speed through the second and third now, because you know, I feel like
The second does have a strong highlight that we need to talk about.
Get into it. Get into it. Let's talk battle rap. Shine.
Let's go.
Not to cut into Brizz's second round, but I'm going to go to Clip's second round. It's crazy. All these years of crowds booing the MC, Clips has finally found the formula to negate it. It was genius.
It worked for a minute. It worked for the third time.
They were hesitant.
Hold on. Like, maybe he's right. If I do boo, maybe I am. He
goes here. He goes, I will give this guy 21 like a fake ID. Boo! Right? And then he goes, oh, you ain't boo Brizz when he was saying all that shit and stuff. And the crowd really started getting angry. Boo! And then he was like, Houston, listen, I understand it's not for everybody. I know half the crowd still F with Clips, but we're going to play a game. Next time you boo me, you sucking. They're all like, Hold on. Maybe I won't boo it. Maybe I won't boo it. Listen. Oh, I'm not sucking. That was genius.
I've never seen that in my entire battle rap existence.
Nobody's ever reversed the boos.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And turn them into cheers like that.
People would try to reverse boos with a harder haymaker. Like, all right, watch this. But he's like, man, I'm going to give y'all something to not boo over me for. And
I want to say this since Bad Money here, Philly native like myself. For us, I feel like the second round was pretty good. It was solid because I don't know why would he do this approach
in the Houston crowd, because
not even New York, not Jersey, but Houston.
Yeah, he went kind of
Cheat Raw, Tech 9,
You want me to read the bars off?
Touch Money, Major Figures, Sixers. Like, you pandering to me. Me and Tech 9 at the booth like,
we got everything. He talked about Cheek Raw, Gilly.
Yeah.
Because he compared Brizz, like, you know what I mean? He said, okay, you were born in Delaware, raised in North Carolina, but all your life you wanted to be a Philly ninja.
But the funny part is though, as you can see, Brizz mouthing, I was born in Philly. So I was like, oh, you're kind of helping him out just a little bit right now, but
gotta be quiet, bro.
Brizz is making some rookie mistakes for talking to the rounds.
Absolutely.
But then he ran down Cheek Raw, Tech, Black, Champion, Gilly, and then he ended it like with in a Cortez battle, like he said something about running in his house, you know what I mean, and you find his sis choking. Yeah. Who choked versus Cortez? Yeah. Cicero, sis. Yeah. Come on, man. That was crazy. And like the crowd was just not receptive to that, and I didn't get it. But then
that's why
think about where they at. Yeah, you know what I mean? It wasn't going to land in that environment.
Yeah, exactly. In that environment.
Gotta know your audience.
A lot of you battle rappers that are going to London, you can't just get whatever you want, anywhere you want. So pander to the crowd a little bit to make sure stuff is effective in that audience. But Brizz second round, how y'all feel about that? I think the best bar of Brizz the second round was this. You just suck your stomach in. Oh yeah.
You know what? I kept rewinding it. I don't think Clips really did suck his stomach in. He was like,
I had to check.
I had to check. Clips was like, do no such thing, but the crowd was like, yeah, he did it. I saw it. And they're like,
that was fire to me.
That was fire.
How you feel about it?
Brizz the second round. I'm here to spar with Chuck. He got to sharpen up. My aim right, the money up like God we trust. I dumped cans in the back like a garbage truck. That was fire.
I felt like he was getting a lot of bars off, but the reaction wasn't as much, but it was like he was getting bars off. I felt like he wrote some great material, but I don't know if it was just falling on deaf ears a little bit, especially when he was going through that. I'm like, these lines are fire.
Okay.
Every time your ass show up shitty, the fans pull up the pamper clips. I want to pull them down dirty clothes. I want the hamper clips. I want that fat ass give me upon everything a sandwich clips. On that and the bag of chips and the dip. It was witty.
Brizz's best bar to me in the second was the knife toss and turn in him like he can't sleep. You know what I mean? Look, he had stuff but this was like for both of them. I say this was their weakest round.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Because the third round for both of them was actually pretty good too. You know what I mean? Like,
so to me, I'm the guy in the crowd that does the thing that.
The one.
It's 1-1. We got a debatable here. So I got Brizz in the second round.
Yeah, too.
Yep.
Third round. To me, this is also clear. But I'll let y'all try it.
Yeah, I had Clips winning this.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't really too happy with Brizz's third round. I felt like he started to really fall off a little bit off it, and just the momentum, like eventually just the crowd affected. But you know what, too? I think those rounds are too long, man. Like the rounds are not condensed. His first round was 8 minutes and 45 seconds. So I'm just
that's with crowd reaction.
With crowd reaction. Okay. So I'm just like, damn, he's there for a really long time. And that was the strongest round. So it's almost as if he peaked in the battle so early, and since the Calico battle, he's having trouble sustaining his energy round by round as he inclining for the battles. So like, with the first round being the strongest, then this crowd booing, and he's not somebody that can like kind of reverse the boost. He gets when he gets heckled, he antagonizes back. So that he's the crowd. Yeah.
Brizz had some good writing in this round. I think if Brizz would have took this approach like throughout the whole battle, he could have clearly beat Clips. He said, smacking, I'm talking about sitting you down. All you had to do was finish your rounds. Hollow killed you. I watched Lux cause you pain. Never thought you let the world know your mom's real name. Never thought you show paperwork with your father's name. And I'm guessing it's these things just the cost of fame. Cause you had love and you lost it, man. Now Nick, your boss, that's strange. Cause he could have told you that love don't cost a thing. He had some good writing in this round. You know what I mean? He said like when he was in the Lux battle and he said, y'all call my dad a snitch? Your pop's a snitch too. I said right then and there, this dude a snitch too. Like so, he had like some good writing in this round. It wasn't enough. You know what I mean? For Clips' round.
How you feel?
Yeah, I felt with Charlie's round, he actually painted more of a narrative on Brizz, saying, "Hey, you're hopping from team to team. Who are you with?" Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just bars. And it's like, here's something I've learned: when you paint a narrative, you give people a lane to say, hey, I think that guy won the battle. Because now, not only did he have bars and he entertained me, but now I'm looking at this guy different. There's a story here. You can follow it along, as opposed to if you're losing energy and you're trying to put out these bars and they're falling on deaf ears, you just look like you just swinging out there at a certain point. And Clips is just like, let me walk you through the story of this guy who's trying to get where I'm trying to get to. And he ain't getting there. You know what I mean? So Clips painting the narrative for Brizz in the third round just kind of sealed the deal for me there.
And that narrative is that we can't trust Brizz if it's between T-Top and right. What are you going to do? Let both go. Shout out to Brizz, though.
You know, shout out to him.
We're not used to Brizz getting angled, are we, right?
Not that much.
But Brizz doesn't face people like Clips. That's the thing that's all around.
This is when Brizz made the rookie mistake of talking through the round. I highlighted here when and actually cut Clips off of his scheme when he was talking about Cave Gang, Dot Mob, Progressive. He was building an insurance scheme.
Yeah, that was fire.
And he didn't get to finish it because he kept talking. And he said, "My ninja, stop talking before I paralyze you, and you stop walking." And everybody's like, "Oh,
rebuttal, that's great.
And then he cut
mid-bar rebuttal. Yeah. That's him and DNA, man. You guys trying to stop them while they're kicking their bars mid-round.
Sharon too.
Yeah. Hello.
Clips took a second right there to remind us how good he was. I mean, he wasn't like the great Charlie Clips, the GOAT Clips that we're used to in this battle, but just that moment right there when he's getting into that scheme and he's breaking Brizz down or whatever, and he's talking about the Cave Gang and Dot Mob and T-Top whole situation, and then he does that, reminding you, oh, this is still Charlie Clips, you know what I mean? He can still jump right back into what he's taking.
And you would think Brizz learned his lesson. He did it again, and it happened again the second time. So the second time he goes, "Stop talking through my rounds about this and that. You battle but you couldn't put hands on red like a twister mat." And that was on the spot. So I'm just I'm like, how many times are you gonna keep talking through his rounds? You're just giving him more ammunition.
And he's racking up points with that.
Yeah, and then he continues. They say I fell off. Always want to question my legacy. I figured that when I beat legends like Sirius Jones and Iron Solomon, I don't know which one was a bigger match, but I gave Jones and that Jew L's on cam like a diplomat. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he hops in from his regular scheme, you stop him, he jumps in mid-round rebuttal, goes back to another scheme, and it's like, damn, like, Clips is Clips. Like, when he's on...
I have a question for you guys, right? Because when Clips had the power scheme, I don't watch Power, so already the world's gonna look at me kind of crazy.
Oh my, he was doing amazing. Right? He was doing really good. Right? This whole time he ain't watched the season of Power. Hold on,
I'm saying I don't watch it like that.
But you know about it.
No, I know the characters, so I caught the scheme and I'm like, okay, it was creative. But since I don't.
What season are you? We
can't say too much.
Well, the question was for stuff like this, right, where certain things like shows, sports, movies. When you don't watch it, you're not a fan of it. How much do you credit the line? I credit the line even though I didn't like the show because I thought it was creative in the way the wordplay of it. What about you guys? You guys are fans of the show?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
There's one tool called Google. So if you don't understand something, I hate that line. You just type it in Google.
No, of course.
Then match it up. I'm like, okay, that was perfect.
Like for me, like, all right, I don't watch anime and all that other stuff, but I know a lot of people do. So when they kick those lines and when Steams is kicking Kamehameha and all that stuff, I'm like, all right, I don't know what he's talking about, but these people love it. So it must make sense and it's hidden. And then if I'm like, all right, I need to find out what this is, I'll Google it. And if it lands, I'm like, oh snap.
He didn't watch Infinity War, but he caught every Infinity War bar after a while.
Yeah. Like
so he's like, you know what? I never watched that. I'm not a big comic guy, right? But I enjoy what it is. I enjoy the wordplay of it, and I know what you're talking about, so I'm going to give you the point off it. But some people won't give it the credit because they don't understand exactly what's going on.
You know what happens for me? Like, if I keep hearing anime bars from like a specific show or something, I'm like, all right, it's ingrained in battle rap now. I need to find out what's going on so I can say, nah, this was whack. I thought this was dope, or this could have been better. You know, like. But if it's a one-shot deal, I'm like, whatever. But keeps popping up, gotta figure out what's going on.
Let's close it out here. I have Clips rounds 1 and 3.
Same, sir. Same.
Clips 1 and 3.
Clips 1 and 3.
Okay, there you have it. Champion. Stay tuned.
Baby.